Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Packer Franchise Podcast. I'm your host, Packer Franchise, and um, I know it's a little early, but I kind of want to post my preview for the Packers Ravens game because this should just in. Aaron Rodgers and the starting offense defense will play in the Week 2 preseason game against Baltimore, which is very exciting. And if you follow my Instagram page, I posted like late July if Aaron Rodgers should deserve more playing time. They're going to play like a quarter or so, and I think, in my opinion, that they should get a little more preseason playing time after the offense just didn't live up to the hype last season. So, and also with Matt LaFleur's new offense, so it takes time. Before we get started into talking about the preview and all that, I know people are probably upset that Aaron Rodgers and his starting offense and defense are starting because injuries. They're worried about injuries. And let me say this real quick. Preseason, regular season, postseason are all the same amount of risk for injuries. Look at 2017, week 6, broken collarbone for Aaron Rodgers. Look at last year, with Mike Daniels' foot injury. I know he's not on the Packers, but just an example. It's unfortunate, these injuries happen, but you make it sound like Aaron Rodgers is bound to get hurt in the preseason, which that's not the case. I hope, him and the starting offense defense get 100% healthy, but I mean, it's just football in the end. I mean, you can't prevent injuries from happening. So, not starting Aaron Rodgers doesn't change the fact that he still has the same amount of risk of getting injured. And also, with the new offense, I like the idea of them playing at least a quarter because I don't want to go. I mean, if I was Coach Matt LaFleur, I would not want to go in Chicago not knowing what the hell I'm doing, especially against that Bears defense, which in my opinion was the best defense in football last year, and probably going to be making a case for the best defense again this year. So I'd rather them, get the jitters and get the mistakes out of the way with the official starting offense against Lamar Jackson, which, Mr. Trubisky's a scrambling quarterback too. So that's good practice for us when, for week 1. And also, I know the Ravens defense in Chicago, but it helps, get the preparation. But that's that. So, 3 big questions, back to the preview. They play Thursday, 7:30 p.m. Central, or not Central, Eastern, my apologies, against the Ravens. And check your, Maryland and Wisconsin local listing for the game. If that comes up, search for anyone asking, how can I watch a game? Or use, I think Reddit NFL Stream still streaming. Or try to find some Packer pages on Instagram. Some pages actually live stream the game. I know T. Devontae, shout out to him. He streamed last week's game. But I actually texted him, this morning if he's going to, stream week 3 and 4 because I was going to do a live reaction stream on YouTube. Kind of like what Tom Grossi did with the Texans. Shout out to him. But, we'll see. But anyways, back on topic. Sorry about getting off topic. But, all right, the preview for the Packers Ravens preseason week 2 game. Biggest question is how Aaron Rodgers doing that new offense. I think that's the biggest question heading into this week. After the jitters and all the the slack that we've been hearing recently about the Packers in practice against the Texans, we don't know how they do. So hopefully, it's a great night for Aaron Rodgers. I mean, I know it's preseason, so some people may say oh, it doesn't really matter. It honestly does matter. Because if you do really well in the preseason, that momentum and build up can, hopefully lead to success in the long term for the offense. I think honestly Aaron Rodgers will be fine. I think, especially against the Ravens defense that's been pretty much, got rid of in the offseason. I think the Packers offense with Aaron Rodgers will do really well. And that kind of goes with the Matt LaFleur question. I think Matt LaFleur will be fine. I hope he uses Aaron Jones a lot so we can see, if, how well Aaron Jones is doing, and also if Aaron Jones, can, be that breakout player like many people are predicting, which I think he still can be that breakout player. But I'm excited to see what Matt LaFleur does with his actual starting offense instead of, with Deshaun Kaiser, Tim Boyle, even though they looked pretty impressive last week against Houston. And I'm really excited to see how he does with the running backs and the tight ends. So there's that. And the third big question is, how will the defense contain Lamar Jackson? I think, honestly, Lamar Jackson's obviously more of a running back than a quarterback. He's a scrambling QB, which helps a lot because, with the week 1 game at Chicago, we do face, a scrambling quarterback in Mitchell Trubisky. And we also will face a couple other scrambling quarterbacks. I mean, I guess you can call Patrick Mahomes scrambling quarterback and all that. Yeah, so it's pretty it's pretty nice that they're facing Lamar Jackson. Could get some, preparation for them. Especially Rashawn Gary. I know he had a bad week 1 against Houston, so hopefully he rebounds. I think Jair's playing, obviously, I think, because they said his starting defense is playing. So Darius Smith, this been Preston Smith, I'm looking forward to watching. And also Adrian Amos, I'm excited to see how he does in the safety position, even though he might not get much work because Lamar Jackson. So I don't think he'll get plenty of work, same with the other cornerbacks. So unless they do like a full package blitz and all that. But I really don't see Lamar Jackson throwing the ball too much in his preseason debut. But we'll see. I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong so I can get our defensive backs and safety some good prep. Special teams, I think they'll be fine. Like always, they did look pretty impressive, especially on Equanimous St. Brown touchdown. Hopefully, that gives the great work. But nothing really much to talk about in the preview, honestly. Like that's what I said with preseason too. It's hard to preview preseason because, like, you don't know, like our obviously regular season, like if we're facing like the 9-0 Patriots or like all that, they'll get a better understanding. Like this team has a lot of momentum and all that stuff. We're coming off a great win, but it's harder than preseason. So you just got to predict especially with a new coach too. It's hard to predict with a new scheme of offense and all that stuff. And hopefully we can get a Aaron Rodgers touchdown catch. The Green Bay special. Hopefully we can get that. But yeah, that's all I got, honestly, for the preview. I'll let you guys go. I'll drop another video tomorrow before I head to work. But alrighty, guys. Yeah, that's my preview for week 2 preseason game. Like I said, game 7:30 p.m. Eastern. Check your Wisconsin and Maryland local listing. Sorry, and be sure to check some fellow Packer pages on Instagram to be sure to watch the game. So, alrighty, guys. I'm out. See ya. Take care.